Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here this morning with Fred and Kaiya, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Kaiya's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give her while we are working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Kaiya has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. Kaiya is seated very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they're going to demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash, and they're going to take off doing that now. The command you want to use for this is Kaiya, heel, and then you just start walking and she'll fall right in line on your left-hand side. We've also incorporated our sit command into the heeling exercise, so anytime you stop your feet, as Fred's doing right now, Kaiya sits. It's important during the heeling exercise that Kaiya walks at your pace on your left-hand side. She shouldn't try to pull ahead or lag behind. If she does attempt to pull ahead or lag behind, you tell her no, give a tug and let go correction, and repeat the command to heel, and you start walking again. The next exercise they're going to demonstrate is the stay command, which is a hand and voice command. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm an inch or so from Kaiya's muzzle and the one-word command to stay. He walks out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to build up self-control in Kaiya. You want to start practicing this one at about a minute and work your way up to about 3. And when Fred returns back to her, he's going to walk all the way around her, providing an added distraction as he goes behind her, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. She remains seated throughout. He gives her a little praise, and they take off heeling again. We'll show you a little more of the heel, sit, and stay. He gives her the stay again, and back out to the end of the training leash. And this time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate the come or recall command. He calls her in using her name, and she comes in and sits in front. Then we have an exercise called the finish, where you're going to heel her right around the back of you to get her right back to your left-hand side heel position, and she sits. He's going to demonstrate it one more time, and leave her in the sit-stay, out to the end of the training leash. Call her in using her name, and she comes in, sits right in front. And then the finish again, he heels her right around the back of him and right back to his left-hand side heel position, and she'll sit. Nicely done. He gives her some praise, and they take off heeling again. It's a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands with Kaiya about 15 to 20 minutes a day to keep them fresh in her mind. You can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine with Kaiya. Next, we're going to show you our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He then gives her a stay and walks out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build up that self-control. Start practicing this one at about 3 minutes and work your way up to about 5. And when he returns back to her, he's going to walk all the way around as he did on the sit-stay and right back to that left-hand side heel position. He gives her a little praise, and they take off heeling again. We'll show you a little more of the down when he comes back around. And also you see Kaiya's doing very well, but if for any reason she doesn't respond to a command or breaks one of the stays, first word out of your mouth is no, followed by a tug and let go correction, and then repeat the command. He gives her the down again, and the stay. Back out to the end of that training leash. This time he'll demonstrate that come or recall command right out of the down. He calls her in using her name. She comes and sits. And then the finish, he heels her right around the back of him and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Okay, we'll give them a second to get lined up for our final command, which will be down from a distance. This will be the down from a distance. He's going to leave her in a sit-stay, out to the end of the training leash. It's the only time he's going to use his right hand to give the command, and he'll drop her into a down from the end of the training leash.
No, down.
There, see, he had to use the no and repeated it. It is a cold day, so some dogs don't want to go down on the first attempt. But then he returns back to her, walking all the way around, and she remained down the whole time. Alright, we've demonstrated for you the obedience commands we've worked on with Kaiya here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Kaiya, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.